so this is new. So if you guys do want coins and want the best players in the game for the cheapest coins on the market, make sure to go to u7buy.com and use the discount code Vizeh for 5% off your total order. If you don't use the discount code, then I will cry. So enjoy the video. This is great. This is fantastic. Fair play. I must say, fair play. KURT must be at home now, absolutely devastated that he's missing out on that big $750 reward for getting the top 16 in the next event. You know what? I guarantee he is rolling in his grave right now. You know what? You've got him. You've got him. Honestly, you have truly got him. Now, I've never really spoke about KURT much on his channel. Maybe once with some beef between him and the Penfest, but not often. And I actually like the guy quite a lot. I think that out of most people in the community, I think he's up there with one of the guys which wants the best for the community. I genuinely believe that. You may not like the way he goes about things. You know, sometimes he may go on, maybe he may do things in a way which you may think, I could, you know, you would understand a response. But there's a few things in it which doesn't line up at all. Particularly, they gave some dates highlighting when he put out a video. So between October 10th and October 19th. There's some videos, some vulgar videos, but then when you go on KURT's channel, his YouTube channel, there's no videos that was released on those dates, pretty much. And we all know KURT isn't a type of guy to delete videos, so the only video she's put up in the last few weeks is this, the current state of FIFA 20, which is literally just a video about the fact that patches and the gameplay has changed. We all know KURT, guys. Date of the video was on October 15th. Now, they don't say between October 10th or October 19th. They don't say between. They say for videos released on October 10th and October 19th. So this is on his YouTube. Nothing here at all. Now, I would love them to highlight what this issue was, but I don't think it's really worth it right now, to be fair. Let's look at the comments. One of the main top comments, right? So we've got, I mean, you can just read it yourself if you so wish, but massive L, should be ashamed. KURT is most likely the only entertainment FIFA has to offer. Bit rude, it doesn't mean here, but I'll allow you. FIFA eSports is done, and there's things for the community managers, and there's hashtag free KURT. Probably got banned for calling you guys on your bull. No surprise there with the info I've seen and heard recently. I don't know why anyone would even bother competing. And of course, there's another issue with this as well. I did not do a video on the entire run the front market situation, right? I did not do a single video on it because I felt like it wasn't needed because so many videos was already made on that. I spoke a bit about it, but I didn't do a dedicated. I did not do a dedicated video. But they also only took out. They also disciplined one other guy, which was, I guess, one of the main obvious guys, and it was NYC Chris, which I think won the FIFA E World Cup or something like that. And yeah, no, each Champions League. My bad, each Champions League. Sorry. Honestly, most of these events is just so that I don't really care about anymore. Yeah, so for Champions Cups, he's missing 2 of them because he pretty much was in a dodging Discord. They stated there. In response to encouraging experienced players to avoid matchmaking at the same time, pretty much is the Discord. I find it weird when it's only him, because it wasn't only him that was in Discord. I don't know why they've only highlighted him. Maybe the others just wasn't official players or big enough players, so maybe they're making it a sample of him. I find it a bit harsh because it wasn't only just him, but the current situation. So he's missing every single FIFA 20 event. Every single FIFA 20 event. He's not allowed to enter in. Not allowed at all. Which is sad, really, because, like, you may not agree with the way he does things. You may not agree with, it may be a bit harsh on certain players or people within the EA. And, of course, maybe you should know better. But freedom of speech is freedom of speech. And they should know how highly people look up to KURT in terms of the community and what he has to say. So the fact that they are trying to pretty much censor him says a lot about how he do things, and it really does show here. Publishing, posting, uploading, or distributing content, or organising, participating in any activity, group, or guild. Now EA acting reasonably and objectively apparently, determines is inappropriate, abusive, hateful, harassing, profane, defamatory, threatening, obscene, sexually explicit, infringing, privacy invasive, vulgar, offensive, indecent, and unlawful. Just say what it is. Why are you giving us like 15 other ways to say what you actually mean? What did he do? Please give us an example. Please give us an example what it is, because people are honestly thinking that they just made it up, because unless they looked on their Twitch, and maybe there was something on the Twitch, maybe, I'm not too sure. You know, I can't speak on behalf of KURT. I'm sure that he would do a video on this in like a day or so. That's the reason why he's banned, for something which they can't really prove what it was yet. I don't know what they would say that's any different, because usually it's just him stating about the issues of the game, which is very, very prevalent right now in the FIFA scene. Now, right now, I'm currently 2-0 in FUT Champs. You know, I'm doing what I can. You know, I play the game because I love FIFA, so I'm gonna keep it up. But the reaction of the community on this is it shows. It really does show. And I thought I'll do a video on this to kind of to highlight it. Most of you guys won't know about this, or if you do know, you may want to hear my opinion on it, because you guys know that, you know, I don't hide what I say about EA at all. Frankly, I've lost respect for them, really, and you know, I've done a diss track on them. What do you expect? So if you really want to keep the integrity of this esports, ban the mods, fuck up the qualifiers, and fire the bums that makes these decisions. You couldn't even point out anything in the last 8 months he did wrong, and then decide to ban him when he starts qualifying for an event. Seems like really bad timing. Seems like really bad timing, to be fair. And you can see every single person in there, even pros. There's pros in here. There's pros in there that's really not liking it. And also, may I just say something as well. EA, Corey, and Zoro. Now, anyway, let's get to Zoro as well. So, Zoro, what's happening with you? So, tweet out then. First time I tweeted out in like weeks, October 28th. After that, what is there? October 17th, just a pitch notes, nothing else said. Link to the forums, okay, and another pitch notes, Corey as well, not stating anything at all, ever since the massive thread that he said, which annoyed a lot of people. So these are the community managers that doesn't really say anything. Optic called their opponents and so have other comp teams in the height of competition. Things are said. Stop being so fragile. In dog eat dog. Stop trying to rap everyone and cut and roll. They are adults. I don't think they realise that people like KURT is the reason why people want to watch their events. You know, like, who else other than KURT is actually like got any sort of charisma to them? No offense to the pros I've met, but people don't actually really know about them. No offense, but it's the truth. On top of my head, who's actually got a personality in the scene? People like #Harry, KURT, Mo Bamyang, no. I'm just naming places that's won events. Who else got a personality? F2 Tex has got his own personality because he's won so many events, but like, there's really not many at all, because guess what, they can't really try and be a bit more edgy, because EA will give them a slap on the wrist and tell them to not do it, because they've got many companies and sponsors which they don't want to upset, and keep it all happily and PG as possible. But you know what, I cannot blame them. But I must say this, as an esport, to make people try to watch the esport, they must actually care about most of the players. Most people don't care about the players, other than about 5 or 6 or 7 max around there, maybe one person supporting each team, or unless you're a family member or something like that, you don't care about most of these competitors. And if you disagree with me, then please tell me. But as I've said, and I've always said this, the competitive scene is a niche market, and it will always be a niche market. It was a niche market back in FIFA 15, 16. There was Gfinity, there was Virgin Gaming, there was FIWC. Those are the main things. There was maybe a few things here and there, the Gamer Saloon, I guess, back in Wager days. But in terms of competitive FIFA, it was Gfinity, Virgin Gaming, things like that, FIWC. And guess what? A very minimal amount of people actually played in that. It's a niche market, and it will always be a niche market, no matter how much you try and make this game ultra competitive, which is also killing the actual casual side of the game. No matter how much you try and make this as competitive as possible, and making everyone want to try and put more money in the game, because guess what? You need a better team to actually compete in this. Guess what? people will not be interested in it if there's no reason to watch it. KURT is a massive part of the entire competitive scene. He's a reason why people actually care about it for, I'll say, a good percentage. Not all of it, of course. No disrespect to the guys, but KURT is a massive name, and everyone knows that. And the fact they banned him, I'm sure that they're going to lose a lot more people at the events. But don't worry, I'm sure that you do a nice little rewards thing on one person winning a single Pele, apparently, which no one can prove half the time. But anyway, this was just about the competitive scene. Of course, today they've released this. If I can find it, they released the Politano. Where is it? Where's Politano? There you go, Serie A League player. This is fantastic. Fair play to EA. It's Politano SBC. You know, it's cool. I feel like it's a bit hard though, because there's a lot of games in rivals, a lot of games, a lot, and I don't think the player is that amazing, but like, you know, people may like him. Apparently though, you can upgrade in the future if you hold on to him, so you never know. You never know. So the Div rival system right now is completely flawed, because you're seeing Div 2, Div 3 players and Div 5, Div 6, which is very common now, very common. That's one issue that I feel like they need to try and find out, you know, another way around it. It would have been great if, why couldn't there be like, you know, maybe the good ones, you know, Piemonte Calcio and Roma, Napoli, make that in rivals, but then maybe the lower teams do it in like normal friendlies. So not against a friend, but against, you know, an online player. Why not in just normal friendlies, you know, score goals with Brescia players in that. Makes it a bit easy, because let's be honest, this guy's not going to kill the game. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in comments. I'm interested to hear you guys out. Will you continue to watch the events? Are you still looking forward to watching Tex or whoever else playing events? Or are you not watching it anymore because likes of KURT? Or were you not even planning on watching it anyway? Because the entire reason why the game is the way it is right now is because of the competitive scene. That's the entire reason. It wouldn't be taking this route if it wasn't for the competitive scene, because that's what it all leads up to. That's what it leads to. I don't mind there being for champions. It's just that I feel like they are making it so that the more casual players feel like they don't really have a place anymore. If they can't even do the competitive scene correctly, therefore what's the entire point of doing it in the first place? Kind of seems weird to me. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy. Thank you guys for watching. Is Vizeh, see you next time.